Hello, welcome to Video Mania 2. I'm the dude man in the counter, Duncan, and today we're going to talk about a new release, No Time to Die, the latest James Bond adventure. It stars Daniel Craig as the iconic James Bond, Lashana Lynch as Nomi, Ana de Armas as Paloma, Ray Fiennes as M, and Naomi Harris as Miss Moneypenny. It also stars Léa Seydoux as Madeline Swan. She returns from Spectre. Now, this movie is very directly tied to Spectre, so I really recommend you see Spectre before you see this one because it does have a lot of tie-ins to that one. The Daniel Craig era James Bond, unlike most James Bond adventures, maybe the early Sean Connery ones tied together a little bit, but the Daniel Craig era, they tie together a lot more. There was kind of a 5-movie arc here. But this one really is connected to Spectre in many ways. So, like I said, I recommend seeing that before you see this one. I like Spectre a lot more than most people. Now, Daniel Craig here, this was his best performance in the role since Casino Royale. So, it was really good. I mean, I really felt all the stakes of this story. The story is actually really good and very timely. And another thing too is there's some Easter eggs. So I only spotted 3, but I bet there's a lot more. This is a 25th Bond film, so they threw in a few. And the franchise has been around almost 60 years now, so it's an incredible feat in itself. So I saw some Easter eggs tied to The Living Daylights, Dr. No, and I saw a painting that tied to some of the other James Bond adventures. You see, you'll know it if you're a longtime fan. Now, Léa Seydoux is Madeline Swan. She was very good as well. The performances here were the strongest maybe I've ever seen. The direction by Cary Joji Fukunaga, I think I'm pronouncing that right. It was very good. I was very impressed with this. The stunt work and all that I knew from Eon Productions. I wasn't worried about the movie looking bad. That was never going to think. The sound mixing, the production design, all that's there. It has a lot of the James Bond things. This has a lot of gadgets, and the practical stunts are all there. Another thing that I did like, it had the secret island layer, where the evil plan is taking place, and of course it has a world scope to it. So that's all there. Some of the classic Bond things are all there. So that was really good. But the thing, this story has so much emotion to it, and Daniel Craig captured that so well. I was just locked in the whole time. And one thing I did see other critics talk about is Ana de Armas, the Paloma character. She was awesome. I mean, there was only like one setting where she was. She was only on the screen for not too long, but man, she was great. So that was really good to see. So I agree pretty much with everybody on that one. What else should we talk about? I don't want to go too specific into plot because I don't want to give anything away. I will do a separate video in a couple weeks and let it marinate and let everybody get a chance to see it before I really discuss spoilers, so I'm just not going to do it here. So it's going to be spoiler free. But overall, I really enjoyed this film. It touched me in a way that James Bond movies generally don't. James Bond movies always entertain me, but there was just such stakes, and the way Daniel Craig brought this character, and this is his final outing. That's not a spoiler. This is the last time he's playing the character. That's been known. So it was an end to his run of it, and I'm going to miss his take on the character. I'm going to miss him in this franchise. So that's what I'm going to say about that. I forgot to mention Rami Malek was a villain. Safin. He's pretty good, a typical James Bond villain, and he had an evil plan that I won't go into too much here. But I'm going to do a spoiler one, like I said, in 2 weeks, and that will dive more into it. But this movie, I will be picking up in 4K for sure. it had a feel unlike anything I had seen. Any concerns and controversies surrounding the movie that's been going on for 2 years now were not true. So take issue with that. But they did take risks with Daniel Craig that James Bond never had before. So I'm gonna miss this era of James Bond. So that's all I'm going to say. I recommend it. I might even go to the theater and see it again because I think it was just, there's so many Easter eggs and just things I probably missed. There's just a lot going on. It is longer, but it didn't feel too bad. Like, it was almost 3 hours long, but it moved well. The pacing was fine with me. And I really liked Fukunaga's direction here. It was very good, and there weren't too many quick edits. You could see all the action, so it was really cool, and I love this franchise so much. So I'm glad I took the 3 hours out of my day to go see it, and I will be diving in from now on for horror movies, but I will come back in a couple weeks and I'll really dive in. I'm going to let this thing marinate some more, but it really is a special film, and I loved it. So 5 stars, and all the way. So it's a fitting entry into the James Bond series. So anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much, and take care till next time.